Welcome to Calgary Real Estate Market Update for October 2022. This video is going to quickly show you what's happening in the Calgary property market at a macro level, and then I'm going to show you how you can find out all of the same information for your own specific community and property type. But for those who don't know, Bode is a tech company that helps people own homes. We make it easier and more convenient than ever before while also saving you a lot of money. So let's dive right in. So first of all, we're going to take a look here at City of Calgary, all residential lists to have come to market each month for the last. So this is telling us how many new homes were listed for sale each month. And you can see it typically follows the same pattern. And the bright pink line is for 2022. And you can see earlier in the year, there was a lot more listings than there typically are. And in the most recent, it's actually been about 8% lower than the average of the 4 previous Septembers. So the number of new listings has really come down compared to earlier in the year. And then if we look at the same chart, but for sales, you can see that earlier in the year, sales were setting record highs. But those have also started to come back down now. And in the most recent month, sales are up 17% versus the average of the previous 4 Septembers, but they were lower than they were last September in 2021. And that's one of the first months to see a significant decrease versus sales are starting to slow, but while still being strong relative to historical norms. And then if you take those two things together, sales and new listings, you come to the total number of homes for sale or inventory. And inventory has been incredibly low for all of 2022, and it declined further, so down 34% versus the average of the 4 previous September. So not as many homes for sale, so less choice for buyers out there and less competition for people who are looking to sell their home. And if we take a look at months of supply, which is a metric that tries to take into account supply and demand in one and how fast they're selling, how many months would it take to sell through all of the available inventory? Right now, there's just over 2 months of supply of homes in Calgary, which, as you can see, is very low by historical. This typically market, but as you're about to see on the next chart, prices are actually going down. So it's quite an unusual time right now, which is there's not a lot of inventory, so not a lot of competition for homes that are selling, but at the same time, sales are slowing and prices are going down. So this chart shows you years of prices in Calgary and what's happened over that time. And you can see in the last year and a half, from 2021 onwards, prices have gone up quite steadily and quite quickly, setting new record levels for Calgary. But they have in the last few months been coming back down. So in the most recent month, they're down just under 1% month over month, but they're still up over 10% year over year. And we expect them to continue to fall for the next few months as interest rates continue to increase. But we don't expect to lose all of those gains that have been made over the last year. The increasing interest rates are having an impact on affordability and mortgages that people can get for the homes they're interested in buying. So that has cooled the housing market down, and it's impacted prices here as well as it was intended to do. But to really understand what's happening in the market, you have to take a look at your specific community and the same dynamics that are playing out in terms of supply and demand and prices. And we have 3 tools where you can see all of that data for free yourself on our website. So the first one's called Market Data, and this is where you can see what's happening in terms of supply and demand and prices. You can choose what community you want to look at, what price bands, what property types, and get a really good feel for what's happening in your local area. You can also check out our page called Sold Data, 11 years. So if you see a sold sign go up in your neighborhood and you want to know how much it's sold for, simply go over to our Sold Data page and find out. And finally, if you'd like to get a good feel for what your home might be worth, you can enter 8 features of your home, and you'll be able to see the most similar live listings, as well as the most similar. And this will give you a good feel for what's your current competition and what are similar homes selling for right now, and which will help you get a really good feel for what your home's worth in today's market. So check all of those out at bode.ca. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. To continue to see these videos in future months, make sure you subscribe to our channel by hitting the bell icon below. Thanks very much.